opinions with the snap. NYG22, yeah, that's the cap. Unpopular takes, but we cut no slack. Watch the views climb while we talk that smack.
It look like we running with DJ for another year, girl.
I think the Giants are going to get off to a fast start.
This channel for them high sports laws. Got the bass that hit like heavy doors. Unpop opinion sports where the talk roars.
Yo, what's good, everybody, man? Welcome back to another edition of the best pregame show on YouTube for New York Giants Conversations, man, with me, your host, NYG Double Deuce, aka Unpopular Opinion Sports. Here today with my co-host, TheMan-Cave podcast, aka S God, and we are here to preview the Giants versus the Commanders game today. Big game for both teams as they are both looking to avoid that dreaded 0-2 start. Of course, the Giants losing last week to the Minnesota Vikings, 28-6. The Commanders taking the L to the Buccaneers, 37-20. Now, in this game, there's a big difference than in the past of Giants versus Commanders, or Giants versus Redskins, whatever you want to call it. The big difference in this game is the Giants going up against Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels, of course, the number 2 overall pick in the NFL draft. A lot of Giants fans wanted the Giants to draft a quarterback. They did not. They settled for Malik Neighbors. We're going to get to him soon. But Jayden Daniels in this game, home opener for the Commanders. Let's see what Jayden Daniels has, man, because this is going to be a big game for him and a big game for the Giants, as I said, because the Giants, there's a lot of noise in the Giants world about Brian Dable, about Joe Shane, and of course about Daniel Jones. So, that being said, appreciate y'all tapping in today. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Please go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. We are live, and we will be live on the channel, on the network, all day long today, giving you the best football action, the best football commentary on YouTube, man, by far. So definitely go sub to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, and me, myself, Unpopular Opinion Sports, of course, the Man-Cave podcast, and many others in the crew. Definitely expect some of the fellas to be joining us a little bit later, but we're gonna kick it off with me and Cave, man. Shout out to the chat, man. What's good, man? Mac the Giants fan, appreciate you tapping in. Of course, Mac, also a member of the Big Blue Crew. He will be giving you the aftermath show after the game, after the Giants game today. So definitely go sub to Mac the Giants fan. One of my good friends, one of my good brothers. Mosley, what's good, man? Appreciate you tapping in. Thank you, man. Mitch in here trolling this morning says, thank you for Saquon Barkley. You're welcome. Because when he gets injured, when you need him, and when he fails, when you need him, you'll see what we're talking about. Just wait. Just wait. One game. I'm telling you. All smoke and mirrors, man, with that dude. But anyway. Giants 26. Washington football 20. Nimmer, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that you tapping in, always showing love and support to the channel. Definitely. Ghost Dog, yep. Salute, man. What's good with you, Ghost? Appreciate you tapping in. Of course, we're going to get into the fantasy football standings a little bit here later on, and we're going to definitely tap into that. So, let's get something out the way real quick. I just had it up. I want to get you the inactives, of course, for the game today. And let's see, we'll get it from Patty Trainer. Here we go. All right, so Giants inactives. Put this up on the screen for y'all real quick. But Cave, what is your initial thoughts on this game, man, for the New York Giants, man, and how do you think they can attack the Washington Commanders squad today? There's your inactives for the Giants.
There's the inactive. Okay. Let's see what there's today. That's good. But as far as the game for today, yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. Like I said, this is not the Redskins. I mean, the Commanders of the past. You know, the quarterback situation. Now they gotta do it for a quarterback that can run. So now they have to account for that. You know, it's almost like when they had like RG3.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so when he was healthy and stuff like that, he was a problem because he could run or he could throw the ball. He got a cannon for an arm, and that's the same thing with Jaden Daniels. You know, slight build, slight frame. So the thing with the Giants is they just got to have a lot of discipline and keep him in that pocket because if he gets out, you know, he'd probably be faster than a lot of like the tack D ends and cornerbacks and linebackers and stuff like that. So they got to do a serious contain with him, keep him in the pocket, make him throw the ball, and if he has to scramble or run, they just got to hold him to short yardage because if he gets some big yards, then he's really going to open up. It really opens up their playbook and stuff like that. Now you got to account for him and stuff like that. So in the past, we didn't have to worry about that too much with the other Redskins. I keep saying Redskins, the Commanders quarterback, man.
It's all good. Yeah, you can call them Redskins.
Yeah, because, they weren't really like too much mobile quarterbacks, so, they were just going to throw the ball. But now with a speedster out there, you got to account for him and stuff like that. And as far as the Giants, in this game, like I told you off air, it's like, they got to open up that playbook. They got to stretch that field. You got a whole field to work with. You can't just work in a 5 or 10 yard box. You got to open up the whole field to open up that defense. You know what I'm saying? Because the more you open up the defense, the more those guys get tired. They're going to be missed tackles, things like that. You got to, make these teams know that you're going to take a shot downfield, and also over the middle, not just like dink and dunks. You can throw like 20-yard passes, 30-yard passes, things like that to stretch it out and things like that, open it up because the more the defense is spread out, now you can do more things on offense. Like the running backs can get more holes to run through, things like that, or get out in the flats because they don't know what's coming, screen passes, things like that. You just got to open it up, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Now, just taking a look at the inactives real quick. Of course, Anthony Johnson, safety. Nick McLeod, out. Darius Muasau. Boogie Basham, again inactive. Jake Kubis and Tommy DeVito, of course, the emergency third quarterback. So, interesting seeing Boogie Basham inactive again for the second consecutive week because he doesn't have any injury that I know of. But so the Giants pretty much relatively healthy. Going into this game, of course, they had a little scare with Malik Neighbors earlier this week, but everything is okay with him. So I'm thinking that you're healthy. The line's blocking. I mean, your quarterback's healthy. You have some weapons, some receivers. Like, I don't understand why this team can't score more than a couple field goals. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, again, the Giants have got to go out there today and try to put up some points on the board. Now, looking at the Commanders inactives, Emmanuel Forbes, definitely a big loss for them because I think he's their number 2 corner. Of course, Jamon Davis, Jamison Crowder, 2 other key pieces to the Commanders squad. So they have a couple pieces out. Nothing really, really major except for Forbes, I believe. But, of course, he hasn't played particularly well for the Commanders. So the Giants definitely have an opportunity there in the secondary to attack this team. Me and you called the game last week, the Commanders versus the Bucks, Cave.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in that game, I seen a lot of holes in that secondary.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expecting the Giants to be able to protect and to be able to get Malik Neighbors and Darius Slayton and Wan'Dale Robinson open and exploit that Commanders secondary in this game. Now, they're going to have to play sound football to do that. You can't have mistakes. You can't miss reads and hold on to the football if you're the quarterback. The line's got to block. The receivers got to catch and run the right routes.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches got to call the right plays. Like, it's a lot going on with this Giants team to where it hurts them. It really hurts them as far as as far as them being able to get this offense going. So I'm definitely looking at that and hoping that the Giants can really get this offense going this game. But just those are just some of the key matchups. The key inactives here. Getting back into the chat, Goose says today is going to reveal a lot of things about this team, willing to chalk up last week to an aberration as long as this team finds some offensive rhythm. Yeah, it's going to say a lot, but again, you know what everybody's going to say. Well, it's just the Commanders. It's just the Commanders. Do it against a real team. Do it, when it counts, when it matters, in the prime time, yada, yada, yada. So definitely it's going to... you gotta see. You gotta wait and see. So now that we got the inactive sort of out the way here, I want to get into some of the key matchups in this game. Because the Giants are definitely gonna have to again exploit some of these matchups that are in that they have an advantage of. Now, the first matchup that I definitely want to talk about is Van Rotten, JMS, John Runyon versus Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen. And of course, that is the Commanders' two interior defensive linemen who both got fat pockets and they both can wreak havoc in on an offensive line, if not blocked, of course. So with this Giants revamped offensive line, they did play well in game one. This is, I guess, a little bit more of a challenge for them, especially with these two fellas, Payne and Allen. So what do you see? How do you see this matchup going? Do you think Van Rotten, JMS, and Runyon can contain them? Because I'm not too worried if I'm the Giants, too worried about Illuminor and Thomas versus their edge rushers. I think this is the matchup right here that can cause the Giants problems if that interior offensive line can't hold up. But how do you see this matchup going, Cave?
This is actually this is the whole key to the whole game right here. Our interior offensive line against their interior defensive line, which is their strength. Their strength with Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne. Those guys are, like I said, proven defensive tackles in the middle, can cause havoc. They could wreck a game plan. So these guys like Van Roten, JMS, and Runyon, got to be able to pick up those stunts. I don't know if these guys do too much of a stunt. They probably do, but they are strong. They're very strong players, and that that can cause a lot of problems too. They might not have the moves and things like that, but their strength and all that stuff, they can move guys out the middle, or you got to double team both of them guys. If you got double team both of them guys, then that's where you're gonna get in trouble at. So hopefully, like I said, with Van Roten, Vet, and Runyon, they could pick up those stunts and help JMS because he's the one that's going to need the most help because, like I said, those guys are a menace inside, man. And he's a second-year player. So this is really where he got to show his mettle, you know what I'm saying? But, going up against Dexter Lawrence in practice, hopefully that'll help because these are the same type players that he's going to see, with Dexter Lawrence. So, today he's going up against get a double dose of that, and I know Washington, that's what they're going to be hoping that these two guys can wreck that interior because if they could wreck that interior, then that means Daniel Jones is going to have to be on the run or he's going to have to not be on his spots and get him off his spots to time routes and things like that. So, Washington is their bread and butter right here because they can win this matchup. They have a good game. But if they don't have a good game with these two, they can't, or they get stymied and shut down. Then
I don't know if your mic is. You might need to. I don't know if it's got a short in it because like sometimes you sound clear and sometimes you sound muffled.
Let me see. Can you hear it?
You good now?
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just probably had that headset in there and stuff like that. But yeah.
Okay.
So like I said, that's the strength of their team. These two guys are Payne and Allen. Like I said, for us, if these three guys right here can step up and do their work and control these guys to a minimum, you're not going to shut these guys down. But as long as you eliminate their effectiveness, that's what you want, because like I said, on a football team, the interior offensive line is the most important. Yeah, the guys on the tackles or edge rushers on the can come in there, but if that middle is broken or it's a lot of pressure up the middle, your quarterback's gonna have a long day. So you're right. This is the most important matchup that I'm looking forward to in this game is that interior offensive line. So hopefully, like I said, these guys can have a good day today and limit these guys.
Yeah. Payne and Allen relatively quiet last week against the Bucks, man. But again, don't get it twisted. These are two of the best defensive interior defensive linemen in the league right now. So that's gonna be a real interesting matchup. Now, the Giants are going to have to be able to run the football in this game. That is another thing why this matchup is going to be key here, because we need the Giants offensive linemen to be able to open up holes for Devin Singletary and Eric Gray. Now, I think they should use Tyrone Tracy a little bit more in this game and get those edge rushers chasing a little bit on the outside,
right?
And not try to force the ball up the gut with at Payne and Allen because those guys are strong, and I don't know if this Giants offensive line is really built to play that power running game against the Commanders. So Giants are probably going to want to throw the ball more than anything. Shout out to Iman Perry, appreciate you tapping in. Shout out to Moss Customs. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Arch Manning did look good yesterday, but that is neither here nor there. We talking Giants today, so let's get into it a little bit. The next matchup, and this is gonna be a key one too, a real key one. Giants front seven versus Jaden Daniels and Brian Robinson Jr. The Giants have got to shut this Commanders running game down and force Jaden Daniels to beat you throwing the football. The Commanders ran 30 times for 138 yards last week. Jaden Daniels had 88 yards on 16 carries, 5.5 average, 2 touchdowns. Brian Robinson, 12 carries, 40 yards, 3.3 average, 1 touchdown. Of course, Austin Eckler, he's there as well. It's going to be a big factor in the receiving game, but he also added 2 catches for 10 yards last week against the Tampa Bay Bucks. So that's what I'm looking at too as far as this game is concerned. How can the Giants front seven slow down Jaden Daniels and Brian Robinson, man? Because I'm expecting they're going to do some RPO stuff. I'm expecting they're going to have some design quarterback runs in this game for Jaden Daniels. That is his best ability right now as far as in his young career. You know what I'm saying, is his running ability as he learns the game, the speed of the game, and reading coverages and defense in the passing game. So the one thing you can't do, New York Giants defense, is let Jaden Daniels beat you with his legs. You're going to have to force him to throw the football, and you're going to have to force him to play big boy NFL football and not, beat you with his athleticism. So, Cave. If you're Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, Bobby Okereke, Isaiah Simmons, Michael McFadden, and the rest of the Giants front seven, what are some of the things you think they can do to slow down Jaden Daniels and Brian Robinson Jr. too, because he's definitely a pretty good running back?
Yeah, in this game, I could probably see why they're going to let Isaiah Simmons play in this game more, so he could be a spy for Jaden Daniels, because he does have the athleticism. Probably try to keep up with him and try to slow him down and, slow down, his big gains and stuff like that. So I think Isaiah Simmons could play a big role in this game today with that, aspect of that, the spy. But as far as the front seven and the run game is like, yeah, that's an important thing. We got to try to shut it down, because last week we didn't do too good against the run. And that's what I was saying. Is like, I was almost like when Dexter Lawrence lead the game. It's like, ole, ole, what I'm saying? Guys are just running. Like, wow, like the running of the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see what Nunez Roaches and Jordan Riley and these guys and other guys can shore it up. Dexter's not in the game. But Dexter is going to be needed. And like I said, in this game, the Giants are going to have to tackle. You have to tackle better. You can't be having like missed tackles or, I don't care if it's gang tackle, but you got to do something to slow this down. Because it's going to be important. Because if you don't stop that run game from the Commanders, like I said, they're going to go in that RPO. And Brian Robinson's a good runner. He's a good running back, big running back.
Yeah.
So he's got some power, and then you got Jaden Daniels with the speed. Like I said, it almost reminded me of like RG3, and I forgot the other running back they had back then, the big guy back then. When they caused some havoc that one year. And I know exactly, I can't think of his name, but that's what it kind of reminded me of.
Was it Alfred Morris?
That's who it was, Alfred Morris.
Alfred Morris.
Right, RG3 and Alfred Morris. So it's like something like that, So it's like I said, I trust Dexter, but the other guy next to him is Nunez Roche. So them other guys, Nunez supposed to be a run stuffer, but you know what I'm saying? But he really got to step his game up and show me, you know what I'm saying? That'll help out a lot. Bobby O is going to be there. He's a beast. He's around the ball. So I don't know if Michael McFadden going to play. Some other guys, going to step up. They're going to have to step up. That linebacker group is going to have to step up and help stop that run. Because if they can't stop that run, then, Terry McLaurin going to get some big gains downfield, on that RPO thing and stuff like that. And you don't want that to happen. So you want to basically, make them a one-dimensional team, shut down one of their strengths and something like that, to have a chance in this game. So that front seven is going to be important. Like I say, Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns is going to get some pressure, get some sacks and stuff like that. They can't be like the first game. They got to bring some pressure with them. Dexter's doing his part. Now, you other guys got to do your part. I mean, he's taking on double teams and sometimes a triple team. You got to eat. It's time to eat now. And Washington, they're I don't know, their offensive line. I don't know where they're kind of ranked, but I don't think they're like one of the top offensive lines in there. So we should be able to get some pressure in there. And guys got to make some plays. These guys have got to make plays. And that's what I'm saying. On paper, everything looks good. That's why they play the games. So it's like, here, time to show your mettle now. Kayvon, you want to get paid soon, you got to start showing your mettle on a consistent basis. Take advantage of this opportunity. You got some dogs on the line with you. Take advantage of this opportunity to just go crazy out there, like you do against Washington, like you had a couple of really good games against them. So just go ahead and do it, man. And as far as like the linebackers, like I said, they're really going to have to step up and help us, because if they don't, it could be a long day, man. Brian Robinson is getting into the second level and the third levels. That's going to cause trouble for us.
Yeah, the New York Giants cannot allow the Commanders to just run the football down their throats. Pause. They allowed Minnesota to run for 111 yards. Aaron Jones had 94 yards, 6.7 yards per carry last week. And that's against Sam Darnold, who is not a mobile type quarterback. So they definitely have to. They've got to make sure that they always say that you got to earn your right to rush the passer. Meaning you got to stop the run and get that team in pass rush situations. You got to earn your right to rush the passer. So Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, y'all want to be these big time pass rushers, you got to stop the run first and foremost in order to be able to earn that right to get sacks, to get pressures, to be able to rush the quarterback. Now, Jarius, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you tapping in. Makes a good point here. I would let Simmons spy on him all game. I think this is a game where the Giants are going to need Isaiah Simmons. You're going to need that speed, that sideline to sideline speed to be able to, because that's where they're going to attack you. They're not going to run at Dexter Lawrence. They're going to run at Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns and get those linebackers moving side to side. That everybody knows that's how you attack the Giants. Nobody's dumb enough to try to run up the middle. The Giants have been a very stout team in recent years as far as stopping the run up the middle with Dexter Lawrence. They're going to attack this team on the outside. Now, Isaiah Simmons has definitely got to be a factor in this game. I don't know why they didn't use him last game, but this game, I expect to see him in the game taking some significant snaps as they try to slow down Jaden Daniels and this Washington Commanders running attack. Because to be honest with you, the Commanders don't have much else to go on. You know, they got Terry McLaurin and not much else as far as the receiving core is concerned. So that brings me to my next matchup. Deonte Banks versus Terry McLaurin. We know about this Giants secondary. We know how fragile and iffy and sketchy and scary they look. But Deonte Banks is supposed to be the one you ain't worried about. This is a big test for him. Division matchup. Going against Terry McLaurin. Setting off the NFC East battle right now. You got to prove your worth, son. You got to go out there, man, and handle your business and not let Terry McLaurin ruin the game. Big ask, I know. Very good receiver. One of the best. But, Banks, if you want to be one of the best, you got to go out there and at least, at minimum, not let this man wreck the game and go off. You know, I don't expect you to shut him completely down. Nobody really does that to Terry McLaurin, except the Washington quarterbacks. But that's what has to happen. This is a big match because I'm not worried. This is not a matchup where you're gonna be worried about anybody else really beating you in the passing game. They got Luke McCaffrey, Zach. I can't remember this dude's name. Zacchaeus. Yeah, Zacchaeus, and Zach Ertz. Crowder's out. We just showed you and Austin Eckler in the run game. So that's why I said the linebacker and the front seven is going to be key because they're going to throw a lot of passes to the tight ends and to the running backs. So this is a big matchup right here. Deonte Banks versus Terry McLaurin. How do you think, or do you think this is a game where Deonte Banks can go one-on-one with Terry McLaurin?
Yeah, I think even from the last game, they didn't go to Terry McLaurin that much last game, so they might make an emphasis this week to go to Terry McLaurin, so to get him more involved in the offense and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's all going to depend on like the guys up front if they can get some good rushes up there, put some pressure on them and stuff like that. Because Terry McLaurin, man, you give him time, man, he'll get into his routes and stuff like that. He got some speed and stuff like that. So it's going to be a tough matchup for Deonte Banks, but if he gets some help from his friends up front, you know, then he should have an easier time because then they won't target him as much. But even if they do target him and stuff like that, as long as he gets some help, like, you know, from, you know, the safeties and all that stuff to kind of limit, you know, his effectiveness, that's all you can really ask, you know what I'm saying? They played last year, you know, but that's a different Washington team now. So it's like, you know, he had some good games against them last year. So I'm not really too much worried about it. But like I said, it's all going to depend on the front because if the front don't get no pressure, then yeah, that'd be the one matchup that Washington will be looking to exploit, because that's the only one that they could trust over there on that side. And, McLaurin, like I said, he's a good route runner and things like that. So, you got to, I don't know if he's going to do some more like press man coverage to knock him off at the line to take him out of his timing. They might be doing that to jam him or something like that, and that could help. But if he gets out there in space, man, it could be a problem out there. So that's why they really have to keep that pressure up front and limit a lot of these things and stuff like that. But he's like the only one I'm really going to be worried about. But then again, sometimes these games, it'd be like people like you at least expect to have big games. They're not paying attention to or they're paying too much attention to Terry McLaurin. You know what I'm saying? Like they might try to bracket him or things like that to get some more coverage on his side.
Facts, man. Facts. Now, with Banks too, I think that, like you said, they need to be physical. See, Shane Bourne wants to play this zone. I'm just, you're gonna let the Commanders beat you by 1,000 cuts. I mean, because that's what happens when you play that zone. So I don't know. I think they got to come out and be, like you said, physical with this team and physical with their receivers. They don't have this. I mean, this is the guy you got to stop. This is it. You know what I'm saying? Zacchaeus and Luke McCaffrey, they're not gonna beat you. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna beat you. So I think Adoree Jackson and Drew Phillips can handle the other receivers. It's going to be up to Banks to not let McLaurin ruin the game.
All right.
That's it. Like we talked about Simmons and the linebackers versus the tight ends and running backs, because that's what Washington's gonna do. They're gonna throw passes to Ertz a lot. They're gonna throw passes to Brian Robinson Jr. and Austin Eckler. They're trying to give Jaden Daniels. They're trying to make it easy on the kid. I understand. So look, this shouldn't be tough for the Giants as far as a defensive scheme wise. But you gotta execute. So, but yeah, man. What's good, man? Appreciate y'all tapping in. Y'all hit that like button for me, NYG Double Deuce, the Man-Cave podcast, and the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. We will be live all day, giving you all the good sports content that you want, that you need in your life. But what's good, NYB? What's up? Appreciate you tapping in, man. Appreciate you definitely, man. So now, where we at now? All right. Oh, here's Pat. What's good with you?
What's good?
You woke? We were just going over some of the key matchups in this game, Pat. I'm gonna get you your thoughts on each matchup real quick. So this is one of the matchups. Me and Cave already talked about this. Banks versus McLaurin. I had the Giants front seven versus Jaden Daniels and Brian Robinson Jr. Of course, they're gonna want to run the football a lot with those two, and you got Van Rotten JMS versus Payne and Allen. I think if the Washington Commanders do get pressure, I'm not worried about Thomas or Illumino. I think it's going to come from Payne and Allen up the middle. This is a key matchup here for Runyon, JMS, and Van Rotten in order to shut them down and not let them get pressure up in Daniel Jones's face. So those are the three matchups. I'll let you speak on each one and give your thoughts.
About the offensive line?
Yeah, about each of the matchups I said. Got this one. Got the Giants front seven versus Jaden Daniels and Brian Robinson Jr. And then Banks versus Terry McLaurin.
Well, Banks, Terry McLaurin, I think he might win that by default because I don't think they're going to be really attacking the ball through the air against us. I believe they're going to be running the ball pretty well against us today. That's why that other matchup I like, our front seven versus Jaden Daniels and Brian Robinson, is going to be the most important one today. Because if we can stop those two and get them to run a passing offense with Jaden Daniels right now, which I don't think he's completely ready for a strictly passing offense, and we have gap discipline, I know we can beat them. But you have to have gap discipline.
Yeah. And somebody put in the chat, and I agree. I think it was Jarius. Yeah, it says I will let Simmons spy on him all game. I don't know about spying on him all game, but I do think that Isaiah Simmons has to play a factor in this game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. He has to play a factor. And who better to spy on than Isaiah Simmons? Because Jaden Daniels is fast, people. Whether you know or not.
Yep. He's definitely fast as hell, man. So Mosley says the banks are closed today. Yeah, they are. Let's hope they're closed in FedEx Field too. So D-Dan Shelton, appreciate you. This is a must win. Yes, sir. This is a must win for the New York Giants because the New York Giants are the New York Giants do have expectations this season. So I think this is not a season where you can just throw it away and say, well, we're just going to develop the talent. No, you guys got to win some games. So big win, big game for this Giants team. And I do think they have some advantages in this game, as we have talked about. But, Pat, I went over the inactives too. Emmanuel Forbes is inactive.
He's been inactive.
So is Jermaine Davis. And Chris Paul, guard. I didn't know he transitioned to the NFL, but and Jamison Crowder, definitely a key contributor too in the return game. So, thoughts on the Commanders inactives?
I mean, it's normal. The people are normally inactive anyway when they playing, so it really don't matter. It really don't matter who's inactive. If we play the way we played last week, shoot, half they team could have been inactive today, and they still would have won if we play like we did last week. So I'm not worried about that. The only thing I'm worried about is our team going out there and being active. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out there and get active, get mad, get a first down and get up and scream and holler, let's go. You know what I'm saying? We need to see some energy from this team because last week was a complete dud. So you play anyway like you played last week, we will be 0-2.
And these are the Giants inactives. Anthony Johnson again, Nick McLeod, Darius Musa, Boogie Basham again getting a scratch. Jake Kubis and Tommy DeVito serving that third emergency quarterback role. Thoughts on the Giants inactives real quick, Pat?
Like I said, not worried about the active and inactives. I'm worried about the people out there that's gonna get active. Like I'm telling you,
get active.
Right. That's the only way we're gonna have anything this season, man. I'm telling you.
Facts, man. Most definitely, man. But all right. Are we feeling confident? BBK.
The Giants fans are confident. It has to be the Giants themselves. You know what I'm saying? The fans are confident. The Giants team, like Pat says.
I don't know if the fans are as confident. I'm about 75% confident the Giants can win this game.
Some fans are, some fans are not. But the Giants will show up.
It's just it never looks good out there. Even when they win, it looks clunky. It looks awkward. It just looks kind of like they back into they don't look smooth. They're not a smooth running operation right now. So again, you can beat a team like Washington because they pretty much right where you at. Even though Minnesota was and you lost to them, but Washington is a team you know. Jaden Daniels is a rookie quarterback. I mean, it's there for you if you want it, New York Giants. And if you come out, you lay an egg. Don't come to me with this confidence shit, because I'm gonna tell you, nah.
Lay the world is over.
Well, the season is over. I don't know about the world, but the Giants world is over.
Giants world, Giants.
Most definitely. It's gonna be draft talk, firing people talk, and Daniel Jones talk for the rest of the damn season. That's all it's gonna be, and it's gonna be nauseating to me. So please, for content creators' sake, win this game, Giants. Oh man, but all right, man. Got about a half hour left in the show, so we're gonna go ahead and get into our fantasy breakdown. Which Zion is here, but he ain't here today, so NYG Double Deuce gonna have to handle these duties. No problem. You know how we do it. So I just had it. Okay, there it is. Present. All right, so let's go to the league. Big Blue Crew Sports Network League. And I'm down, man. I'm down bad, fellas. Man. Down to E, the chosen right now. Josh Allen and the Buffalo defense, man. They put up some numbers here. Now, for the chat, man. For the people in the chat, for the fantasy football fans, I got a question. I have a choice to make between DeMarcus Robinson. Of course, you know, Puka Nacua is out 5 to 7 weeks. So this is the Rams' now de facto number 2 receiver. Him or Lockett versus the Patriots. That's my choice.
You said who versus the Patriots?
Tyler Lockett or DeMarcus. I had Lockett there first. I put in Robinson when I found out the news about Puka. And I'm just thinking New England's defense ain't no slouch. Like I don't even think the Seattle will go off in this game offensively. I do got their defense starting though. I think, but I don't know if he's really gonna go off on New England. But
who's the Rams playing?
Arizona.
Oh yeah.
Robinson, right?
Yeah.
That's
they're going against the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yep.
Somebody's got to fill that Puka role.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, if you had Cooper Kupp, whoever got Cooper Kupp, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He might go off today. That's all they really got.
Mm-hmm. And E has Metcalf in this game, and Kenneth Walker III. So
Zion said start Mitchell.
Start Mitchell.
You got
Adonai Mitchell. Yeah, Adonai Mitchell. Yep.
Hell yeah! Why you what?
Yeah. Who he playing against? Who the Colts playing against? They playing
against Green Bay.
Oh yeah.
Jordan Love.
Yeah.
I know you had Adonai Mitchell. I might start. Yeah. You got a super fill in, man. You tripping. Adonai Mitchell should have had over 200 yards if freaking AR-15 knew how to throw.
Yeah, he didn't do anything though. I mean, he only had one catch for 2 yards. He did have 5 targets though. So
and all 5 of them targets, he was butt naked.
he said all 5 of them targets he was butt naked.
He was.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it though, man. I got a big decision to make, man. But let's get into the rest of the matchups here. Of course, with the Big Blue Crew Sports Network Fantasy League, man, this is fun. This is dope. Zion versus Dilla. Good matchup here. Zion, of course, with Devon A-Chain killing it. 29 fantasy points. Ooh-wee. But he's going up against Snakeharn Barkley and Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a dangerous combination, boy.
Lord have mercy.
Now,
talking about fantasy points.
dangerous combination. I do like Kincaid. Zach Ertz is going to get a lot of targets today. I'm just going to be honest with you. So, if you are playing fantasy, this is one of my picks in this game, particularly talking about the Giants versus Commanders game. Start Zach Ertz. Shout out to Diilla, because he's gonna get a lot of targets in this game as a tight end. Now he ain't what he used to be, but again, Jaden Daniels is gonna look for him against the Giants defense today. I'm not messing with Tyrone Tracy. Sorry, I gotta see something from him before I put him in any type of fantasy lineup. So that is that. Oh, and Jaden Daniels, how could I forget? Yes, start Jaden Daniels. Because at minimum, he's going to get a bunch of rushing yards. I don't know about passing yards now, so you taking a risk. Who you got on your bench? Jared Goff versus Tampa Bay? Yeah, I might go with Daniels on that one. I do not know why Dak Prescott is on Dilla's bench over Justin Fields, but that's your team, not mine.
That should change. That should change pretty soon.
All right. Ghost Dog, P-Town Punishers versus Big Pat. Talk your talk. Good matchup going on here. Of course, Cowboys defense. Texans defense. Wan'Dale Robinson. I like this right here, Pat, because he is going to get targets, I think, all year long, especially the way the Giants are playing offense. Now, having him and Neighbors in there is a little risky, because one of them ain't going to do shit. I'm going to tell you right now. But, McLaurin. Yikes. No. I think I might start Terry McLaurin over Malik. No. But, again, that's NYG Double Deuces fantasy advice. Now, looking over to Ghost Dog. Not a problem. I don't have a problem with this lineup. Mostly being out, of course. Keenan Allen. You got to see something from Caleb Williams for you trust him. D-Hop versus the Jets. Don't know. Don't know about that. I think I would go with Olave and Stephon Diggs. So I think you got it right there, Ghost. Of course, Jalen Hurts versus ATL. Versus Stafford over Arizona. I think you could flip a coin on that one. I don't think either quarterback's going to really light it up. But, all right, Alex. Hooked on a Thielen versus 4th and Inches. That is new. So, man, you got to work on your lineup, new. Oof. Caleb Williams, get him out of there. Yeah, well, you ain't got nobody to put in. Oh God. This is kind of iffy. Christian McCaffrey, got to put him on IR. Go pick up a running back. Yeah, I don't know, man. Good luck. Hope Baker Mayfield bombs out, but as long as Mike Evans and Chris Godwin's out there, I think they're going to be fine. Ricard White, I do like him. He is a fantasy sleeper. So nobody in this game that I'm seeing. But definitely giving the edge to Alex there. Devin Singletary. Christian McCaffrey hurts, though. Not having him out there, that really hurts. All right.
The next 4 weeks at least.
Yeah.
Back to the old Christian McCaffrey that stayed hurt.
All right. Mac the Giants fan versus Corey. Interesting matchup here. Matt got 7 points already from the kicker from Buffalo. Daniel Jones. Max starting DJ. Interesting. But I like it. Usually does well against the Commanders.
Yep.
I mean, and trust me, the offense don't have nowhere to go but up. So, you hope he has a good game. Joe Burrow versus Kansas City. Yeah, I could see why you made that move. Jordan Love is out, of course. Otherwise, I would have started him over both quarterbacks. But Christian Watkins, yeah, Keon Coleman, Brian Robinson Jr. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the Giants let him run like that. I would actually put Austin Eckler in the lineup. I think he's more likely to have a bigger game than Brian Robinson Jr. just because his ability to catch passes out the backfield, and the Giants seem to love to let running backs do that. So I would go with Austin Eckler over Brian Robinson. That's my opinion. Pat Mahomes, ETN, yep, no problems there at all, really. 49ers over Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota's frauds. Don't let that Giants game fool you. They're not a good team. But Justin Jefferson will get you some points. So
yes, he will.
Yeah, I like it. I like the matchup. I like the lineups. I think Max taking a big risk with DJ here, but it's a risk that I would take compared to the other quarterbacks you have. So, last but not least, Wells versus Logan. Wells, of course, with the big game from James Cook. Thursday night
James
football.
Cook?
Yeah, man, he cooked. He definitely cooked with James. Yep, no Giants or Commanders for either of these guys in their lineup. But again, you was wondering who had Cooper Kupp. There he is. Bomb. He will be getting targets, as will George Kittle. Nice lineup. Gonna be tough to beat. Let's look at your quarterback. Aaron Rodgers over Geno Smith. I like that decision. Swift. Yep, and your flex. AJ Brown being out. Wow. Big news for the Eagles.
AJ Brown is out?
Yeah, according to this.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So, yeah. But Logan has a nasty lineup too. Lamar, Bijan Robinson. This Mason dude's gonna kill it with McCaffrey being out. I tried to get him. Jameson Williams, yep. Trey McBride. Yeah, I don't think Likely goes back to back with crazy games, so I wouldn't trust that either. Gabe Davis, got to see something from him. Puka's gonna hurt you though. That's targets, man. That's catches. Yeah, PPR format. You want guys like this. So, but other than that, man, that is the fantasy update for the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. Definitely appreciate that, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's get back into the chat. Yeah, yo, Lou, you know what it is, bro. Zion, what's good? Says start miss you. Definitely, man. Definitely appreciate you. Says DraftKings plays of the week. 3,300 Alan Lazard. Quarterback 5,300 DJ. Running back 5,200 Jordan Mason. Okay, definitely. Browns tight end Jordan Atkins for $3K. And he says Jalen Naylor, Minnesota wide receiver for 3,900. All right, man. Appreciate that, Zion. Zion, if I could get a segment on Giants Convo, like a 5-minute segment or a 10-minute segment, every Sunday if you pop in and drop that fantasy info, because you're a lot better at it than me. So if you could pop in and do that, man, that would definitely appreciate you and appreciate that, and that would definitely make the show pop.
Yep.
Miz from the jungle, what's good, bro? See what I'm saying?
What's up?
What's up,
Going
man?
on, Miz?
Ready or what?
Yeah, man, we are getting ready, man. Let's get to these picks. Let's see where the picks at. Let's see where you came in right on time. The picks, the pick 'em. Oh, snap. Overall standings for the Big Blue Crew so far. Man, Mizeroni showing you how it's done. 14 wins on the week, 13 last week. 1-0 so far this week. Of course, Coach, right behind them, pause. Alex, Wells, my man Man-Cave, and me, of course. Then you got Jalen, Lou, Diella, and poor Pat. Down there, where the Giants are.
Butt naked.
Butt naked. But let's look at the picks here for this week, man.
Coach had
What you say?
how many coach had? How many is he timing? 1?
Yeah, he had
12.
12. You had 14, so you got a 2-game lead on him so far. Yup. So
Mazzaroni and cheese is killing it.
man, he killing it right now. Let's look at this week's picks. Want to look at this week's picks real quick. I want to play a quick because I didn't get to my trivia last week, so I got to get my trivia in. So we're gonna go through this real quick. This is my unpopular picks, of course. Got the Dolphins, Ravens. Dolphins let me down, punk ass.
Smoke.
Ravens, got the Chargers over the Panthers. Got the Cowboys winning today. I will be calling that game, me and Man-Cave at 1 o'clock. Got the Lions over the Bucks. Packers over the Colts. Jaguars over the Browns. 49ers over Vikings. Pats over Seahawks. The Jets Jets winning. Giants, come on. Do something. Got them winning over the Commanders. Got the Cardinals upsetting the Rams. Upset special of the week here, fellas. Chiefs over Bengals. Steelers over Broncos. Texans and Eagles winning. Although I'm rethinking my Eagles pick because A.J. Brown not being out. Jalen Hurts looks like absolute trash when he doesn't play. So, but that's me. Let's get to the other players. Alex, bong. He had the Dolphins too. Ravens, Chargers, Cowboys, Lions, Colts over the Packers. Jaguars, 49ers over Vikings. Seahawks over Patriots. Jets, Giants, Cardinals, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans, Eagles. Gotta pick your score, Alex, for the tiebreaker. Don't forget, if you are listening. Pat needs a comeback. Ravens, Chargers, Cowboys.
If it throws me off, I'll grab the laptop. Okay. Have a problem.
Okay. Got the Colts, got the Jags, 49ers, Seahawks, Titans over Jets. That's an upset. Cardinals. You got the Cardinals too? Texans, Eagles. All right. Boom.
I picked the Cardinals. God damn it.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. Miz. Yeah, you got about 15 minutes to do so. Ravens, Chargers, Cowboys, Lions, Colts, Jags, 49ers, Patriots, Jets, Giants, he got the Cardinals too. Must be something going on. Chiefs, Broncos over Steelers. That's interesting. Texans and Eagles. All right. Man-Cave. What you got, man? Oh, Dolphins, Ravens, Chargers, Cowboys, Lions, Colts, Jags, 49ers, Seahawks, Jets. Okay. Rolling with the Jets Jets, huh? He picked the Rams. Got the Chiefs, Steelers, Texans, and Eagles. Nobody feel like the Falcons gonna win? No Falcon fans out here? Alright. Jalen, Buffalo, smart pick. Chargers, no faith in the Panthers, man. Or the Saints. Lions, Colts, got the Browns over the Jaguars. That might be a good pick. Might be an upset. 49ers, Seahawks over the Patriots, Jets, Giants, Rams, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans, Eagles. So nobody so far has picked Atlanta.
Or you could change that game Monday night, right? Or not lock set to Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Who is this? Oh, Diella. He didn't make a pick. All right, Cowboys, Lions, Colts, Jaguars, 49ers, Patriots, Jets, Commanders. Oh. How dare you. How dare you, Diella. All right. That's going to be that'll be a game that can separate Diella from the crowd. Who we got here? Wells. Wells ain't make a pick either. Y'all ain't make y'all Thursday. Y'all letting us come back and get back into the into the standings. Ravens, Chargers, Cowboys, Lions, Colts, Jags, 49ers, Patriots, Jets. A couple people on the Jets, and he picked the Commanders.
Mm-hmm. They don't have yet.
No faith in Big Blue. Can't blame you though. It's been a shit show. Coach. Coach. Man, Coach didn't make any picks. Okay, Coach, make your picks. Hurry up.
Boy.
You got 10 minutes.
Set it up.
Hurry up, Coach.
Standing up.
Lou.
Let's go.
Ravens, Chargers, Cowboys, Lions, Packers, Jags, 49ers, Patriots, Jets, Giants, Cardinals, Chiefs, Steelers, Bears, Falcons. He went with the Falcons and the Bears. That'll be an interesting if he gets those picks.
Yep.
So, but those are the pick'ems, of course. Shows you the standings. And this thing's starting to act weird, so exit page. Alright. Now. There's Lou. What's good, bro?
Been backstage for a minute. Nigga, you blind.
I was looking at the other screen. But you're just in time for trivia, so we're gonna wrap it up with trivia.
I ain't see my picks, son.
I just showed your picks. Literally, I just showed your picks. Like, literally, you were the last picks that I just showed.
That's some bullshit. It's why you...
Man. That's why I start the show at 11:30.
Well,
Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go, man. Let's get this this fantasy. Let's get this
Trivia.
this joint going on. This trivia joint going on. All right. Cause we running out of time. So boop 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 doo. Got Lou. Got Miz. Cave.
Oh, he's hitting
Was Trevor right Monday night game wanted to?
What?
Breaking up.
Hold on.
He said, "Wait, no, fuck you." Why? The hell was that?
All right. All right. It's gonna be a little quicker.
Why it's not over?
All right, man. Giants trivia. So, this is going to be a random, well, not random, but this is going to be kind of like first answer gets the points type situation. So, it's going to be a little of a speed round. So, I need you guys to tell me that you're ready before I get started.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Gonna
right.
be ready in a second, but I gotta go to the stream real quick.
All right. Yep, we're gonna get this done real quick. So, questions. Here we go. Here are today's categories: former Giants and Redskins, and Giants versus Redskins stats. Boom, boom, boom. So, Lou, pick a category.
Former Giants and Redskins for 200, Kenny.
All right, former Giants and Redskins for 200. And who started 2 games for the New York Giants in the 2022 season? In the 2020 season.
There was a former Redskin.
Mm-hmm.
Which QB started 2 games for the New York Giants in the 2020 season? There was a.
We can call it out.
Too late. I'm starting the timer.
Oh, you suck.
Who you got? Cave for the steal.
I'm gonna go for Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy is correct. Colt McCoy played 1 season with the New York Giants and 4 for the Washington Commanders. Cave, you get the points. Cave, pick a category.
Timer next time.
Yeah, timing.
I'm gonna go with former Giants and Redskins to 300.
300. All right, ESPN analyst who signed as an undrafted free agent in the 2002 season with the New York Giants. Go.
Oh.
Pat.
Canty.
Pat. For the steal.
John O'Hare.
Miz. All right, Lou. Lou, do you have the answer? Huh?
Where's Canty?
Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark played 2 seasons
right.
with the New York Giants and 3 with the Washington Commanders.
Give him all the easy ones.
Pat, pick a category.
Giants versus Redskins stats for 300.
All right. This New York Giant holds the record for most receiving yards in a game against the Washington Redskins. Ready, go.
Most receiving yards in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Amani Toomer.
Lou.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham Jr. Nope. Nobody.
Oh, I'm gonna say Stephen Baker.
It's gotta be. Is it over with or can I get
Yep, it's Dale Schofner. Had 269 yards on 10-8-1962.
Got the ball, huh? 1962.
Nah. All right, Lou. Category.
Jesus Christ. Damn. Former Giants and Redskins 400.
Former Giants and Redskins 400. All right, linebacker who played 9 seasons with the New York Giants and 1 with the Washington Redskins. Linebacker. Ready? Go.
Shit. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
Miz, are you there?
Nope.
Nope. Cave.
I'm gonna go with Jesse Armstead.
Pat.
Man, I think this is wrong too, but I'm gonna say Carlos Emmons.
I thought y'all would get this one. It's kind of obvious. Carl Banks. Carl Banks played.
He played with the Commanders 1 year?
Yeah, 1 season with the Washington Commanders. one Mr. Carl Banks. All right, Cave.
I'm gonna go with Giants and Redskins. That's for 200.
For 200. This New York Giant was one shy of tying a record for most sacks in a game against the Washington Redskins with 4 on 12/1/2013.
Great hand.
And Pat.
You said 2013?
Mm-hmm. Ignore that. You got it.
Man. My turn. It's not JPP, is it?
Nope. Lou.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Nah, you just said JPP.
Yeah.
Y'all was close. Justin Tuck.
Oh, okay.
Justin Tuck had 4 against Washington on 12-1. All right, Pat, last question. Who has the most career sacks versus the Washington Redskins?
I'm gonna say, man, I want to say LT, but I know that's the wrong answer. I'll
LT
say LT
is correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I tried to give y'all an easy one. Lawrence Taylor, has 19 career sacks versus Washington. But
all right, fellas, I got it.
That was Giants trivia, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, man. Lou mad as hell.
Oh, this man. No, stop.
But definitely appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all playing. Appreciate y'all for supporting the show. Dash, salute, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for tapping in. Diella, appreciate you, man. Thanks for tapping in. We're gonna get ready for this game now. Big Pat will be calling the Giants versus Commanders game. Me and Kay will be calling the Cowboys versus Saints game. So definitely tune in to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network for all the NFL action, man. And until next time, man, y'all already know what it is, man. We're going to get up out of here, man. And it's always deuces. Peace.
This has been a Big Blue Crew Sports Network production.